y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel, Little Ways, Little Things, and I don't know about you, but I am obsessed with Starbucks sous vide egg bites. They are so good, and I think in my mind, which could be delusional because of course I haven't checked into this, but I think they might be low carb because there's only like eggs and stuff in them. The ones that I like are these. So yummy. They are ham, cheddar, and pepper. But I do know that you can order them, or there is one particular kind that they have that's just egg whites. They have 3 different flavors, and what I wanted to do is figure out how to make them at home, because you just can't make it to Starbucks every day. That would put a little bit of a crimp in your budget. So I would like to try to figure out how to make them at home and to make them for lots of people, so you're serving a lot of people for breakfast at once. So I ordered this really cool little pan on Amazon, and I will link it down below, but it is supposed to be for egg bites that you can make in an Instant Pot. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but I found the recipe on the back of the box that the little pan came in, and like I said, I'm gonna link it down below. But I also found a recipe for some that you make in the Instant Pot in my Christmas present, which was a Pioneer Woman cookbook, the latest one that she has out. So both of these recipes are a little bit different, but yet they're the same. They both take 4 eggs, but the cheese is a little different and the way they make them is a little different. So I'm gonna try them both and see which one compares closest to the Starbucks version, if either one of them can even compare. And I'll link everything down below. I'll put the recipes, the pans that I use, and all of that. And I don't know, everybody loves this Instant Pot. I've had a lot of success with it, but I just don't know about these egg bites. So let's give it a try and see what happens. I want my egg bites to taste just like the ones at Starbucks that are ham and pepper, so I am substituting Canadian bacon and a finely chopped red bell pepper for the ingredients in the recipes. Then I'm going to saute them just for about 6 minutes. After I have sauteed the ham and pepper together, I am going to spray some non-stick spray onto the silicone egg molds. The first recipe that I'm going to try is the one I found on the box, and I'm putting 4 eggs into a food processor, and I'm just going to kind of mix those up or incorporate them with the other ingredients, and they are 1/2 cup of cottage cheese. And I will put this recipe in the comments down below, but that was 1/2 cup of cottage cheese, 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese, and then I'm going to put 1/4 cup of the ham and pepper mixture. Then I'm just going to pulse it a few times and make sure it is good and smooth. The instructions said that it should be about 30 seconds, so I don't think it took quite that long. But after that, I'm going to carefully pour the mixture into the little silicone egg molds. As soon as I get those all into the mold, I am going to start the next recipe, which is the Pioneer Woman one, and that calls for 4 eggs as well. So I am just going to go ahead and crack 4 eggs into this bowl, and I like the fact that this bowl has a spout because that way it'll be kind of easy to pour the mixture into the little molds. This is 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and the next thing is 1/4 cup of sour cream. Then I'm just going to mix it with a whisk until it's really fluffy, so just keep whisking it until it gets light and fluffy. It did incorporate pretty well, and it just took about 15 or 20 seconds worth of mixing. After that, I'm going to add salt and pepper. I would imagine you can add pretty much any spices that you want. She used chorizo and veggies in her egg bites, but I am actually going to use that same ham and pepper mixture.
So after I get this all salted and peppered up, I am going to take the little egg mold and I am going to do things a little bit differently. I am not going to add the cheese and the ham and pepper mixture. This time I'm going to add the ham and pepper mixture to the individual cups of the egg bites. Then I'm going to be adding the cheese the same way, and then I'm going to top it off with the egg mixture. Okay, I have both of my recipes prepared, and now I am going to wrap each one of them with foil. Each silicone pan I'm wrapping really well with foil. I'm lowering it into the Instant Pot where I have put 1 cup of water. I'm making sure that it is on sealed and not venting. I am using the steam button, and I am going to put 10 minutes on the Instant Pot, so that's steam for 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes is up, plus the 5 or 6 minutes for pressurizing, I'm going to let it naturally vent, and then I will open up the vent and bring out the molds. I let them cool for about 2 or 3 more minutes, and then the egg bites just popped out of the silicone mold. It was very simple. They didn't stick. They looked really nice. This is the recipe from the back of the box from the silicone molds, and this is the original Starbucks egg bites, my favorite. And then the ones over here are the Pioneer Woman egg bites. So they came out really, really well. Both recipes look so beautiful, but the real test is how they taste.
Well, here they are. I have finished both of them, and now I'm going to give them a little taste test. These are the Pioneer Woman ones, and these are the ones from the back of the box off the pan. And of course, I have the Starbucks one here to compare. I'm going to start off with the Pioneer Woman one because they look the prettiest to me. They actually came out looking very pretty. They have, you can see the chunks of ham and the chunks of pepper, and they feel a lot like the Starbucks one. So let's give it a try. That's good. They're good. They're very good. Here's the inside. Show you the inside, the texture. They're very good. I like these. Pretty close to Starbucks. The texture is very close, except maybe a little bit chunkier. Maybe I could have chopped everything just a little bit more, but that's really good. Definitely want to say something about the cheese. I think that when I was making it, I used the mild cheddar cheese from Trader Joe's. I think the next time I make these, I will definitely use the sharp grated cheddar, and I found that in a Kroger brand, so I just think that'll make it taste a little bit more like the Starbucks ones. So that's what I have to say so far. But let's try the one that was the recipe that was on the back of the little pot or the little pan. All right, now when I break this one open, you can see that it's a lot less chunky, a lot less peppers and ham showing, although I know it's in there, it's just real ground up. I don't know, these are really good. These are really good. I didn't know how I would feel about the cottage cheese, but to me, those taste really close to the Starbucks ones. I'm going to show them to you one more time. This is one of the Pioneer Woman ones. And this is one of the ones that had, this one has the sour cream and the heavy cream, and this one has the cottage cheese, and it was put in a food processor. I'm gonna cut the Starbucks one in half. So you can kind of see, I mean, nothing beats these. They're creamy. They're really, truly, I believe they're made like with that sous vide technique. Okay, I've just been sitting here thinking about it and retasting them, and I think it honestly, if I changed the sharp cheddar, I really think they would both be super close to Starbucks. Texture wise, the one with the cottage cheese from the back of the pan was really a lot like Starbucks. The Pioneer Woman was a little bit less like Starbucks from a texture standpoint, but taste wise was very good. They were both very good. I'm obsessed with egg bites, and now I know that I can make them here at home for my whole family on a Saturday rather than running to Starbucks when it's cold or wet or I just don't want to get out. So if you have an Instant Pot, go ahead and pick up one of these pans and give these egg bites a try. It's low carb, right?